Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dream and I have a CC addiction. I mean, who honestly doesn't? But in this video, I'll be showcasing some mods, defaults, and overrides for realistic gameplay, but also ones that will enhance your gaming experience in general. With all that being said, let's get started with our first mod. So these two mods are by the same creator, and I don't know about you, but they completely saved my life. It is the searchable households menu and the searchable pose player. Yep, that's right. We finally can search these things up instead of having to endlessly scroll to find a pose, animation, or household that you're looking for. Next is the personal list by 𝐓𝐇𝐄. This mod allows you to make in-game checklists or basic lists for your Sims. For example, when I open the personal list, you will see home, love, work. These are the broad titles that I have, and we're going to click on home. And as you can see, she has purchase home, finish moving in, complete renovations. Well, she's already purchased the home, signed contracts, etc. So we're going to click that she's done that. And then there are also basic lists, which are kind of like diaries in a sense. That's how I look at them, at least. They're probably not like that. You know, you could do so many things with this mod, honestly. But I think this mod is super fun and realistic, as you can treat it as a journal for your sim or just create their own checklist for running errands and more. This next mod is going to be super helpful with your Sims relationships, and it is the Easy Relationship mod by Carl's Guide. This mod simply allows you to make your Sims or NPCs form relationships between each other that would usually take you having to go into Create a Sim to modify. And I don't know about you, but I can't list how many times I've literally made Sims but forgot to add their marital status, and then I have to go back into cast mode to select the relationship they have. Next is Personalities Plus by 𝐓𝐿𝐿ace. If y'all know me, you would know by now I love any mod that adds more depth in social interactions to your Sims. With this mod, your Sims can gain a personality archetype upon loading into your save, and if you feel like you don't like the archetype given, you can always change it in your Sims phone. And it is also under this menu where you can learn about personal archetypes. You can pick archetype attractions, pick archetype, or just remove it as a whole. And with all these different personalities, there are 200 new interactions your Sims can have. Now I'll be looking at mods that will completely spoil your Sims in the best way possible. The first mod is the Luxe Gift Override by Large Tater Tots. There are 8 different luxury boxes they can obtain. What I also love about this override is that there are also decor boxes that you can purchase from the build and buy section to place in your home and surprise one of your loved ones and friends. This next mod goes so perfectly with the previous one, and you guys may already know about it, but it is the new Passionate Gifts update by 𝐓𝐇𝐄 𝐒𝐈𝐌𝐒. Your Sims can now receive designer bags and your Sims receive flirty moodlets from the interaction, but that is not all. This bag doesn't just disappear, but it goes into your inventory and becomes a functional item. Your Sims can use it as an inventory for other items placed in your home, and your Sims can even wear it as an accessory, which has certain moodlets for that the gift receiver and giver can get. Now I'll be checking out a mod that adds a new social event for your Sims, and it is the Girls Trip event by 𝐷𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐿. So first you want to choose a venue and add the Girls Trip lot trait to it. Then you want to go to a computer and book a girls trip, which grants your Sims a moodlet as they are excited to go on a trip with their friends. Then lastly, you just want to plan a social event. Click girls trip and choose the venue that have the lot trait, and from there you have a ton of new social interactions. And actually, even if you chose not to do the social event, those interactions are there if you just want to do a girls trip without this event. But if you do want to do those social events, it's so cool because there are the goals there to complete the trip. Now, speaking of having a good time, the girls can't have a good time without the Martini collection by Baby Gal 123. This collection contains a functional bar cart and gorgeous decor items where your Sims can enjoy drinks wherever they are. Lastly, in this section, we have a lot trait that brings Sim cities to life, and it is the City Vibes lot trait by 𝐓𝐇𝐄. In this lot collection, there are 11 different lots, and when you choose them for a venue, it spawns background NPCs, so it makes wherever you go feel like your Sims are actually there instead of it just being a generic lot. Now I'll be looking at cast/loading screen mods, starting with Starry Simsies refresh main menu backgrounds. I have always loved their loading screen, so as soon as I saw they uploaded a refresh main menu, I ran. I completely ran. There are several options you can choose from, but I chose this one because it kind of fits with the vibe of my loading screens. Like I've said before, I had one of Starry Simsies loading screens for years, but finally decided to make my own. This is by the Lakeside loading screen series by me. I decided to create these loading screens for my girlies who don't live near beaches but by lakes and rivers. There are also several others that you can choose from, and I hope you guys enjoy them. And of course, along with the loading screen, I have /am using Pink World Glitter Plum Bob recolor, and I just absolutely love how her recolors look. Although this isn't a gameplay mod, I believe it's needed and realistic for taking photos for your Sims. This is the cast poses by the Kims 4. What I love in particular about these poses is that your Sims can have objects in hand like bouquets, purses, coffee cup, and I think these poses are great for taking photos for lookbooks and more. Then some traits that add more social interactions to your Sims is the More Traits by Maple Bell. I absolutely love using these traits because there are in-game interactions and moodlets your Sims can get. For example, I have a personal household where the husband is stoic while the wife is whimsical, and he gets a tense moodlet saying how he can't understand how whimsical and lighthearted she is. And that all makes sense in that gameplay with him because he wasn't originally human, but something else in his past life, while she's human and she has so many different emotions than what he used to be before. Moving on to some aspirations, we first have Celebrity Aspirations by 𝐓𝐇𝐄. Oh my gosh, when I tell you, I was so excited to find this mod because I have so many Sims that are celebrities, or at least like celebrity wannabes in my gameplays, and this brings a whole new dynamic in game. With this aspiration, you get a new trait that gives you buffs related to celebrity lifestyle and social interactions, and then the goals for the aspiration are more realistic for someone who is seeking or aspiring to live a life like a celebrity. Then the next aspiration is the Secret Romance Aspiration by 𝐓𝐇𝐄. Similar to the previous one, it comes with a trait and then brand new social interactions to further suggest a discreet relationship, and then aspiration goals that are so exciting and fun to accomplish. Like, this mod creator is such a blessing for real because now aspirations are going to be so much more fun for me. Now I'm in Del Sol Valley to show you some needed overrides to make the area more realistic. First is the direction sign override by the Sims Baddie. There are two you can choose from, and I just go back and forth between the Interstate override and Atlanta override because I just think they look so good. Then we have billboard overrides for Del Sol Valley by Sims Therapy. Like, do I even need to say anything? She ate this up. I love how you can actually recognize the billboards because of all the movies and TV shows they are resembling, and there are even movie posters as well that look so good in game as they appear on and around the cinema buildings in Del Sol Valley. Now I'll be checking out some overrides and default replacements that are so good for cleaning the house or freshening up your Sims hygiene. First is the toothbrush override by Marilyn Jean Sims. This toothbrush comes in a variety of colors, and I currently have the cream toothbrush, which I absolutely love. Next is the living fridge doors and decor by Around the Sims 4. Although it isn't a gameplay mod, it still brings an item we've had in the game to life with the ability to place objects on the fridge. I feel like this is so perfect for family gameplay or someone who just loves to share memories and moments on the fridge. Then while Sarai is prepping her dish, there there is the new basting brush and seasoning override by Anna Sims. I love the minimalistic and labeled seasoning jar along with that brush. Then next I have the kitchenware overhaul by 𝐓𝐇𝐄 𝐒𝐈𝐌𝐒. I love this replacement set because it reminds me of the color set I currently use in my own home. And speaking of colors, you can mix and match some items depending on your liking or go for an all same color set. Now looking at some clean with me mods, I have to start with Clean Day by 𝐓𝐇𝐄 𝐒𝐈𝐌𝐒. In this collection there are several cleaning decor items you get and even a sponge and spray bottle override to make your Sims cleaning day even better. Then next I have a default mop replacement by Vixen's Pixels. Like, I'm sorry, but that Ian mop was not giving. She also created a variety of colors you can choose from. I chose the cream one and they just look so stunning in game. Then lastly in this section, but certainly not least, is the in-game dump by 𝐓𝐇𝐄 𝐒𝐈𝐌𝐒. Specifically, I have the Samsung vacuum in my game. As soon as I saw it, I literally gasped because I really love these kind of vacuums in real life. Now I'll be looking at technology/entertainment mods and overrides for your game. First is the phone icon override by QMB. You may already have seen this when I was showcasing the other mods, but with this mod, your Sims phone gets a brand new look when you open them that look closely related to an iPhone. Next is the functional coffee maker and coffee cup by Sims 41 Life. Here's another cute collection of coffee machines to add to your mods folder. I think this set is so cute and I really love the bow on the coffee cup. Then we have book reading while sitting at a table override by 𝐓𝐇𝐄 𝐒𝐈𝐌𝐒. This simply changes the animation of reading a book to one that is more realistic when you are sitting on chairs and benches. And I really like it. Like, I know their back is no longer cranked at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like... And as Sarai sitting down, we have the functional magazines by Large Tater Tots. These magazines come in different categories and even give you buffs depending on which one you read. I also thought it was so cute because depending on which one they read, I noticed that certain thoughts pop up too. There are also decor versions of these magazines that require everyday clutter kit, which I don't have, but I love that I can still enjoy the main part of the mod. Next is the computer desk override by 𝐓𝐇𝐄 𝐒𝐈𝐿. Like, I'm literally screaming in the inside wishing this is what my Sims computer screens looked like before, like especially for my Willow Let's Play series. But seriously, this override looks so good and replaces all interactions on the computer except for games, so if you have any other mods that replaces computer games, it should still be compatible with them. Then time to hit the beach again with the default bucket and spade replacement by Vixen's Pixels. There are several colors to choose from and I also love that you can mix and match these as well, which is what I did for this set. Now we're outside in the last section of this mods video where I'll be focusing on some outside replacements that add realism to your game. Listen, this first mod technically could have went in the spoil me section, but nah. A rose gotta come out of nature before it end up in someone's hands, so just leave it be, okay? Just leave it be. This is the offer rose default replacement by Apricot Rush. As you can see when you click to offer rose, we no longer have your Sims pulling a random single rose out of their hiney, but an actual rose that's been all packaged and wrapped. Then we have the plants replacement version 2.0 by Lady Moriel. This just completely adds so much detail and textures to all the EA plants, making them look so much better than before. Lastly, we have the clouds replacement by Lady Moriel, which adds much more realistic looking clouds in the skies. I literally love clouds so much, and this is one of the mods that has just been in my game that I'll never stop boasting about because just look at these views. We have reached the end of this mods showcase. I'm hoping you have discovered some new mods that will enhance your gameplay and add more realism. But with all that being said, I hope you have a great day or night, and I'll see you very soon.